Alright, hello everybody. This is my bracket for March Madness for this year. I'm recording this before actual March Madness starts, but I'll probably post it after like the first round. But this is my bracket that I made. So I'm just gonna go into depth on which teams I picked to win each game. So I'm not gonna go into like a full uh I guess, explanation on why I picked that team, and it's just going to be who I picked to win. So, I guess you already saw the first couple of teams. We have Gonzaga versus Georgia State. I think Gonzaga is going to win that game. Boise State versus Memphis. I think Boise State will win that. UConn versus New Mexico State. I think UConn is going to win that. Vermont versus Arkansas. I think Arkansas is going to win. Notre Dame versus Alabama. I think Notre Dame will actually beat Alabama. Texas Tech versus Montana State. I think Texas Tech will win. Sorry for the bad camera work. I'm recording on my phone. Michigan State versus Davidson. I think Davidson is going to pull off the upset on Michigan State. Duke versus CSU Fullerton. I think Duke will win. Whoa, yeah, sorry guys. Baylor versus Norfolk State. I obviously think Baylor is going to win. North Carolina versus Marquette. I think North Carolina will win. St. Mary's versus Indiana. I think St. Mary's will win. UCLA versus Akron. I think UCLA will win. Texas Tech versus Virginia Tech. I think Virginia Tech, or I said Texas Tech. I think Virginia Tech will get the upset win over Texas. Purdue versus Yale. I think Purdue is going to win. Murray State versus San Francisco. I think Murray State will win. Kentucky versus St. Peter's. I think Kentucky will win. Over here, Arizona versus Wright State or Bryant. I think Arizona will win. Seton Hall versus TCU. I think that'll be a close game, but Seton Hall, I'm pretty sure they'll win. Houston versus UAB. I think Houston will win. Illinois versus Chattanooga. I think Illinois will win, but Chattanooga, I feel like, does have a good chance at winning that. Colorado State versus Michigan. I think Colorado State will win. Tennessee versus Longwood. I think Tennessee will win. Ohio State versus Loyola Chicago. I think Ohio State will win. Villanova versus Delaware. I think Villanova will win. Kansas versus Texas Southern. I obviously think Kansas is going to win that game. San Diego State versus Creighton. I feel like that'll be a close game, but I think Creighton will come out with the win. Iowa versus Richmond. I think Iowa will win. Providence versus South Dakota State. I looked at these two records and I said South Dakota State is going to win, but I don't know. LSU versus Iowa State. I think LSU will win. Wisconsin versus Colgate. I think Wisconsin will win. Miami versus USC. I think Miami will pull off the upset. And Auburn versus Jacksonville State. I think Auburn will win. And then to the second round, you have Gonzaga versus Boise State. I think Gonzaga will win. UConn versus Arkansas. I think UConn will win. Notre Dame versus Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech will win. Davidson versus Duke. I think Duke will win. Baylor versus North Carolina. I think Baylor will win. That would probably be a good game, though, if that does happen. St. Mary's versus UCLA. I think UCLA will win. Virginia Tech versus Purdue. I think Purdue will win. Murray State versus Kentucky. I think Kentucky will win. The battle of the Kentucky schools. Arizona versus Illinois. I think Arizona will win. Tennessee versus Villanova. I think Villanova will win. Kansas versus Iowa. I think Kansas will win. Wisconsin versus Auburn. I think Auburn will win. But I do feel like that Wisconsin and Auburn, that'll be a really good game. So, I said second round. I accidentally did the other round over there, so whatever. Over here, Gonzaga beats UConn. Duke beats Texas Tech. Baylor beats UCLA. Kentucky beats Purdue, rather. Yeah, you can already see who won these other games because I accidentally said them. But, whatever. Okay, so up here, Arizona versus Villanova. I think Arizona will win. Kansas versus Iowa. I think Kansas will win. Wisconsin versus Auburn. I think Auburn will win. And then over here, don't look at who was in the national championship. Gonzaga versus Duke. I think Gonzaga will win. Baylor versus Kentucky. I think Baylor will win. And then in the Final Four, Gonzaga will beat Baylor, and Arizona will beat Auburn, or Kansas rather. And then Arizona and Gonzaga make it to the national championship, and I think Arizona will win that game. So once again, sorry for the bad camera work. This is my first video recording on my phone. Maybe it'll be the first of many. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you are ready to laugh at me, as I know my predictions are most likely going to be wrong. Yeah. Subscribe. Drink milk. Go to school. And, yeah. Bye.